Hello, and welcome. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Pink Raven, but you can also call me KJ, and happy Halloween! And today we are doing a little bit of a Halloween art challenge, for lack of a better word. Basically, how this is gonna go is I am going to first spin this wheel, which will give us an Alice in Wonderland character that we are going to draw, and then we are going to pop over to this other wheel, which will give us a monster that we will draw the Alice in Wonderland character as. I am going to do this 3 times, so by the end of it, we will have 3 monsterfied Alice in Wonderland characters. So let's see who our first Alice in Wonderland character is going to be. Cheshire. Okay. The Cheshire Cat. So now we are going to be drawing the Cheshire Cat as a... That would be hilarious if we got werewolf. Zombie. Alright, so first up we are going to be drawing a Cheshire Cat zombie. Let's get into it. Alright, so Zombie Cheshire Cat was the one I was looking forward to the most going into this. I had a very clear idea of what I wanted this to look like, and I was really excited about it. I wanted him to be like floaty and twisty and like partially disappearing, and I knew I definitely wanted parts of him to be like detached with bones in between to like get the zombie part in, but also have like, you know how the Cheshire Cat just like kind of detaches parts of himself from his like invisibility thing. So I wanted to play up that part of it. I mostly looked at references of cats for this one, and then like avoided looking up zombie references. That's not true. I didn't avoid it. I attempted, and then immediately went nope, 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 nope. Can't do it, won't do it, not happening. So yeah, I just ended up checking in with my roommate every once in a while, who is a big zombie fan, and I just kept on like going to him and was like, hey, so you like zombies? Does this look like a zombie? Just like over and over again and checking in, because like I was worried it wasn't zombie enough, because I went like kind of cartoony zombie of like, oh, zombies are green with just a little bit of bones showing, that's it, that's all, there's no decay, there's no like random holes in the body, which freak me the hell out. It's not scary. So that's mostly what I did. I also decided to try something new. I decided to play around with a new style of coloring, and actually decided to do some line work here because I wanted to get like kind of a messier, like grungier feel going on, since these are monsters and it's Halloween. And it's always fun trying out something new. I also started this new thing where I will have a layer that turns everything black and white to kind of help me with shading and highlights to see if the contrast is high enough. I can't speak. Which honestly I think helped me out a lot. I think it really improved how I do my shading. But yeah, back to the actual Cheshire Cat himself. I decided to go with like a bluish for the base to honor a lot of classic Cheshire Cats that I see, even though I know the like most iconic one is pink, but I kind of prefer the blue ones. And then the green for the zombie, of course, and some red eyes to really pop. There's not really much else there to it. I covered him in blood. I tried to make him a little bit gory, although he really isn't that gory. I was like, I'm gonna make him all creepy and gory. It didn't happen. If I really wanted to go creepy and gory, I should have gone for more like realistic zombie, but we know that wasn't gonna happen. That wasn't gonna happen. I can't. So yeah, he's just a little guy with just like a little bit of blood and some sharp teeth and just trying to be scary, but in reality he's just a cheeky little guy that just isn't intimidating or scary at all. At least in my opinion. Who knows, maybe someone is gonna look at this and be like, holy shit, that is the scariest thing I've ever seen. Probably not, because he's just a little guy. He's just a happy little guy. Although I will say, in hindsight, he kind of turned into like a Cheshire Cat zombie ghost thing. Because Cheshire Cats, you know, they disappear, they float, they like are transparent, and ghosts disappear and float and are transparent and oftentimes associated with like greens and blues, like zombies. So, yeah, that he's just, he's a thing, he's something, he's a combination between a ghost and a zombie, I guess. He's undead. I at least succeeded in making him undead. He is no longer the specified zombie undead, but is still undead. I can at least say that. He got away from me. He got away from me. But I still love him. I still adore him. He's still undead. He's zombie enough for me. And honestly, I think his eyes are one of my favorite parts. I love doing eyes. Eyes and hair and like fluffy hair is like my favorite thing to do. I love eyes and fluffy hair so much. But at the end of the day, with a few final touches, with some eye glows and some nice neon greenish yellow line art, which is honestly just the sketch that I recolored, I think he turned out pretty good. I like him. I really like him. I'm fairly proud of him. I love how this new style I tried out looks. So let's see what the next one is. Alright, and our next Alice in Wonderland character is going to be the Queen of Hearts, Her Majesty herself. And the Queen of Hearts will be drawn as a werewolf Queen of Hearts. Oh, that's going to be fun. The two of us can match. Alright, let's get into it. Unlike the Cheshire Cat, this one I didn't exactly have a clear idea going into, and honestly I was a little worried how she would turn out. I love the idea of the Queen of Hearts as a werewolf. I think that's absolutely great, and she would 100% be biting people's heads off, which, you go, Queen. But I definitely struggled with ideas for this one for a while before I was finally like, you know what, screw it. Just start sketching and like pulling up references and just looking around and seeing what I like and what sticks. And ultimately, I feel like I ended up with a pretty cool end product. And with this one, I could actually look up references. So that was nice. I could actually look at references of werewolves and not get freaked out. So I think I still ended up being a little bit cartoony. This is definitely not the most intimidating werewolf around, I will admit. She's just vibing, she's chilling, she's a little angry, she's got a little bit of a snarl going on, which I don't think the Queen of Hearts would be a very friendly werewolf, honestly. She'd be very aggressive. That would be a very aggressive werewolf. So yeah, I wanted her to look a little bit more aggressive with the snarl, but for the most part, she's just chilling. I definitely wanted to focus on like the damaged dress for the most part. I think that is where I put the majority of my attention and time. Because whenever I think of the Queen of Hearts, I always think of like the really beautiful outfits that people come up with when they're like cosplaying her or dressing up as her or drawing her. So that's where my mind was the majority of the time, because I wanted it to be like, oh, she was at like a ball or like a fancy event when she got turned into a werewolf. So like her beautiful dress got all ripped up. So I like tore up the skirt. I wanted the like cage underneath to be like kind of broken and bony and like look like it could stab someone. I ripped the sides to give her more room because obviously she got bigger as a werewolf. And one of my favorite little things is the like broken heart, like top part. I wanted to add in like a few broken hearts here and there and like slip them in. And I thought about giving her like red nails or like red tipped nails. I ended up going in a different direction. I reached out to my dad with the sketch to get a second opinion from him because he's talked a lot about werewolves to me before, and he's a fan of like classic like horror movie stuff, I guess, for lack of a better term. So yeah, I reached out to him and he was like, that crown is throwing me off. But we ultimately were like, oh, it's gonna look different when it's like colored in. It's gonna look fine. It's gonna be fine. Because I really liked the idea of like the crown just kind of around one of her ears. But as I was coloring, I was like, yeah, no, the crown... Father, you are right. The crown is just throwing it off. So I ended up scratching that, sadly, because I had cool ideas about it. Because, you know, those like classic crowns with the white fur like at the base of it with all the little black dots? I was planning on making the like black dots like red hearts instead. But that I didn't get that far because the crown it did not look good on her. So I ended up just scratching it completely and deciding to just go with the dress and gloves, and that's all that survived of her original outfit. Gave her some gnarly nails, definitely long ass nails. I want her to tear people apart with those. I added a little bit of blood to them because we gotta make her bloody. She is the bloody queen after all. I also decided to add some nice detailing and pattern to her dress because I felt like she would have like expensive fabric. She would have really nice fabric. Like she would have roses all over her dress, so I decided to give her that. But after a while, I kind of decided that I hated the red that I chose. Like, it's bright, it's vibrant, it's what I would think of for a Queen of Hearts. It's how I would want to draw her, but then ultimately I decided that just wasn't it. There I am removing the crown. It had to go. It had to go. And then of course, I gave her blood red eyes, which I added some details into the eyes, which I don't think is even visible, to be honest. Gave her a classic, like, checkerboard, like, pattern on the inside of her dress and around the corset, because, I mean, you can't have Wonderland without that checkerboard pattern. Covered her in blood because we love an aggressive queen, and then changed that color because as much as I loved it, it just wasn't working at all for it. And I wanted to give her like a colorful lion art just like I did for the Cheshire, but nothing was looking good on her. So ultimately I ended up doing the finishing touches of just a black, simple, like sketchy outline. And honestly, I'm being 100% serious here. I might be hyping her up too much, but like looking at this one and like even during the process of creating her, I was sitting there being like, God damn, I'm an artist. I know how to draw. I can draw shit. Like I can art. I felt really good about her, and yeah, Queen of Hearts is a werewolf. She's a badass. She is a badass and absolutely stunning. And our last Alice in Wonderland character is going to be... Oh. We were so close. We were tied between the rabbits. The March Hare. The March Hare is going to be monsterfied into... a witch. We're going to have a witchy March Hare. Let's get into it. So, yeah. When I first did that wheel and got the March Hare as a witch, my brain was like, oh, this is gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna have fun with this one. This is gonna be entertaining. This is gonna be my goofy one. By the time I got around to it, I was kind of done. I had no idea what I was going to do for the March Hare as a witch. And yeah, it was kind of a bummer that this one followed up the Queen of Hearts, because I adored that one. It made me feel so good, and then I feel like I kind of tanked with this one. I don't know why. Part of me just really didn't want to do this one, and that definitely showed in the end result. There's like no March Hare in this at all. Like, looking at it now, there's just no March Hare. It is just a hare that's green in a witch's outfit, sitting on a broom. And like, I think other than that, the only real reference is the spoon wand that I gave him, which references the live-action Disney movie when he's just like, spoon, or however he says it. I didn't even like do a full recording. I just kind of did a time lapse for it, which I had to slow down for this because the time lapse is only like a couple of seconds. I spent, I think, an hour or so, like an hour or two on the Cheshire Cat, and then like double the time on the Queen of Hearts, and then this one I spent like less than an hour. I put no effort into this, so a bummer final one and disappointing end to this, but that's how things just went. That's just how it ended up. We can't all be winners. Some of them suck. Honestly, I was partially debating editing the last one out and just like not showing it. But sometimes we just have to show that art sucks. I mean, he doesn't suck that much. I feel like it's still a decent piece. It's just not the March Hare as a witch. It's just a green rabbit witch. Let's be honest here. It's kind of a flop. It's like, we have the Cheshire and the Queen of Hearts, and like, they're my babies. I love them. And I got this shit out of the dumpster. Yep. I'm sorry, buddy. I promise. I don't promise. I make no promises to you. I might fix you one day, but for now, this is how you are. This is how you stay. Good luck to you in your life. So yeah, the final results of this little art challenge, I guess you could say. My 3 Halloween pieces for this year. My zombie Cheshire Cat, my werewolf Queen of Hearts, and March Hare is a witch. I'm so disappointed by him. I'm sorry. I failed you. But at least the other 2 are badass. Even just like looking at the 3 of them together, you can tell I just like lost interest. So I'm sorry about that, buddy. One day I might fix you, but for now, you're the forgotten youngest child. We love the other two though. I feel really proud of them, honestly, especially the Queen of Hearts. That one turned out a lot better than I was expecting her to turn out going into it. And I really enjoyed this. This was fun. I kind of went through a little like spurt of not having a lot of inspiration and like not drawing for a lot. Or just like, yeah, I just wasn't really drawing a lot. So this was fun and kind of just like reminded me of like, oh shit, I can art and I'm kind of good at it. So yeah, I should do more stuff like this, definitely. And I absolutely adore the like new style of coloring and the like messy, sketchy line art that I have going on. So that might become a new staple for me in my style. We will see. We'll see. I would buy merch of them. Well, maybe not the March Hare as a witch. But I would buy merch of the other two. I would buy merch of the Cheshire and the Queen of Hearts. I love them. I feel so proud of them. And in the meantime, happy Halloween. Be safe, everyone. Enjoy your trick-or-treating. Enjoy your parties. Enjoy your night in, whatever you do. If you like this, hit all the buttons, do all the things, like, comment, subscribe, and please comment your like favorite type of monster or what you're going as for Halloween. I would love to hear about it. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!